Some men were more than handsome. They changed the way the screen imagined masculinity. A glance could feel dangerous. A smile could seem like a promise. A quiet entrance could take over an entire film. Tonight, we are returning to the faces that made elegance, toughness, and romance unforgettable, and seeing what time did and did not take away. Before we begin, please share where you are watching from and what time it is there right now. I always love seeing how far these classic screen legends continue to travel across generations, across places, and across time itself. Clint Eastwood, the ultimate rugged loner, the kind of man who could silence a room by saying less. Squinted gaze, lean frame, weathered face, and total command. In the Dollars trilogy and Dirty Harry, he made stillness feel lethal. He turned minimalism into masculine myth. Now 95, his hard-edged presence still stands as a worldwide model for cool authority. Christopher Reeve. Heroic beauty in one of its purest forms, noble, bright, and deeply sincere. Sculpted features, kind eyes, tall frame, and gentle strength. In Superman and Somewhere in Time, he made goodness feel romantic and grand. He turned decency into desire. He died at 52, and the courage he showed after tragedy gave his legacy even deeper grace. Al Pacino. Intensity that felt almost operatic, fierce, wounded, and impossible to resist. Burning eyes, sharp features, compact force, and explosive presence. In The Godfather and Serpico, he turned anger, honor, and vulnerability into pure heat. He made volatility compelling. Now 85, his fire still runs through modern cinema, and his aura remains a lasting standard of masculine force. Paul Newman. Blue-eyed American cool at its absolute peak. Clear gaze, easy grin, athletic ease, and effortless confidence. In Cool Hand Luke and the Sting, he made rebellion feel charming rather than reckless. He gave vulnerability a masculine glow. He died at 83, yet his quiet magnetism still defines the classic romantic anti-hero in American film history. Robert De Niro. The face of modern intensity, cold, precise, and devastating. Hard stare, tight control, urban edge, and simmering menace. In Taxi Driver and The Godfather Part 2, he made loneliness and violence feel painfully real. He turned method realism into culture. Now 82, his influence still shapes the anti-hero and the masculine mystique of American cinema. Steve McQueen. The king of cool, stripped down, silent, and nearly impossible to copy. Narrowed eyes, lean frame, quiet swagger, and coiled toughness. In Bullet and The Getaway, he made understatement feel thrilling. He turned stillness, speed, and risk into style. He died at 50, but his minimalist swagger still defines what cinematic cool looks like today. Sean Connery. Old-school masculinity perfected with polish, weight, and danger. Broad shoulders, commanding stare, velvet voice, and effortless swagger. In Dr. No and Goldfinger, he made elegance feel virile and adventure feel seductive. He brought authority to charm. He died at 90, yet his influence still shapes the image of the sophisticated leading man with an edge. Sylvester Stallone. Bruised underdog masculinity turned into a worldwide screen religion. Heavy-lidded stare, rugged build, street fighter grit, and battered resolve. In Rocky and First Blood, he made pain look heroic and endurance look sexy. He turned survival into legend. Now 79, he remains active and bankable, proving battered charisma can still command a modern audience. Denzel Washington. The gold standard of modern authority, elegance, and force. Commanding gaze, calm strength, precise delivery, and powerful poise. In Malcolm X and Training Day, he made conviction feel cinematic, and intelligence feel thrilling. He turned discipline into charisma. Now 71, he still chooses projects that feel important, keeping his presence event level instead of routine. Harrison Ford, the ultimate rugged heartthrob, blending crooked charm with fearless calm. Steady eyes, weathered charisma, easy grin, and natural authority. In Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark, he made heroism feel human, funny, and romantic. He turned adventure into intimacy. Now 83, his influence still defines the action hero who never seems to try too hard. Gary Busey, a wild-card rebel made of jagged energy and restless danger, sharp features, feral grin, nervous eyes, and combustible intensity. In the Buddy Holly story and Lethal Weapon, he made instability impossible to ignore. He turned unpredictability into raw screen voltage. Now 81, his dramatic life changes remain one of Hollywood's starkest then and now transformations. Gregory Peck, handsomeness built on integrity, calm strength, and moral weight. Tall frame, deep voice, noble bearing, and composed masculinity. In To Kill a Mockingbird and Roman Holiday, he made decency look heroic and restraint feel irresistible. He turned honor into beauty. He died at 87, and his image still anchors timeless male grace with rare dignity. Nick Nolte, rugged sensuality with a bruised soul underneath. Heavy-lidded eyes, rough features, a roguish smile, and worn-in masculinity. In 48 Hers and The Prince of Tides, he made emotional damage look strangely magnetic. He turned pain into sex appeal. Now 85, his journey from heartthrob to weathered mountain man remains unforgettable in Hollywood memory. Richard Gere, the smooth-faced romantic sophisticate who made elegance feel sensual without strain. Soulful eyes, polished features, silver-haired grace, and quiet confidence. In American Gigolo and An Officer and a Gentleman, he made tenderness feel sexy and restraint magnetic. He turned softness into allure. Now 76, his image still lives as one of Hollywood's graceful heartthrobs. Gene Hackman, weathered masculinity made magnetic, turning realism into raw authority. Hard face, wary eyes, lived in intensity, and grounded power. In The French Connection and The Conversation, he made flawed men feel frighteningly alive. He turned toughness into emotional truth. He died at 95, and his performances still stand as a gold standard for gritty American screen acting. Ted Danson, television charm perfected, making confidence feel breezy, funny, and instantly familiar. Tall frame, easy smile, relaxed polish, and friendly assurance. In Cheers and The Good Place, he made charisma feel welcoming rather than intimidating. He turned comfort into attraction. Now 78, he still carries that unmistakable ease, the kind of presence that brightens a room. Alain Delon, icy European beauty at its most lethal, angelic on the surface and dangerous underneath. Perfect features, piercing eyes, cool stillness, and sculpted elegance. In Purple Noon and Le Samurai, he made silence seductive and distance erotic. He turned emotional coldness into fascination. He died at 88, yet his influence still defines the mysterious minimalist leading man. Jeff Bridges, laid-back movie star, cool, perfected through warmth, beauty, and lived in ease. Easy smile, kind eyes, relaxed masculinity, and mellow confidence. In The Last Picture Show and Starman, he made gentleness attractive and authenticity magnetic. He turned comfort into charisma. Now 76, his appeal still rests in that rare feeling of effortless screen presence. Charles Bronson, the king of gritty danger, all granite face, sharp eyes, and working-class menace. Compact power, weathered hardness, silent force, and no-nonsense toughness. In Death Wish and The Mechanic, he made toughness feel earned, not performed. He turned intimidation into realism. He died at 81, but his hard-edged aura still shapes the action anti-hero. Alan Alda. Intelligence made warm, witty, and quietly irresistible. Boyish smile, alert eyes, easy warmth, and conversational ease. In MASH and The Aviator, he made brains feel attractive and kindness feel masculine. He turned quick thinking into charm. Now 90, he remains admired for the grace, humor, and resilience that deepened his public image over time. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Larger-than-life masculinity turned into pure pop mythology. Massive build, square jaw, booming presence, and machine-like confidence. In The Terminator and Predator, he turned physical dominance into entertainment spectacle. He made invincibility feel charismatic. Now 78, he remains active across film, television, and public life, proving iconic star power can adapt. Billy D. Williams. Velvet smooth, cool embodied, making sophistication feel effortless and warm. Rich voice, relaxed smile, elegant ease, and magnetic calm. In Brian's Song and The Empire Strikes Back, he made polish feel sexy and charm feel luxurious. He turned smoothness into star power. Now 88, he remains a living symbol of screen swagger wherever nostalgia meets charisma. Mel Gibson. High-voltage masculinity brought to the screen, mixing beauty with danger and fury. Piercing stare, athletic build, restless energy, and reckless charisma. In Mad Max and Lethal Weapon, he made action feel emotional and unstable. He turned aggression into spectacle. Now 70, he remains active behind the camera, proving his creative momentum has not fully cooled. Morgan Freeman. Calm authority turned into cinematic gold, making wisdom sound instantly believable. Commanding voice, composed face, warm gravity, and unforced confidence. In Driving Miss Daisy and The Shawshank Redemption, he made dignity feel magnetic and reassurance feel powerful. He turned stillness into greatness. Now 88, he remains remarkably active, still working with the command audience's trust. Harvey Keitel. Street-level intensity made unforgettable, turning raw volatility into serious screen power. Intense eyes, rough charm, Brooklyn edge, and simmering danger. In Mean Streets and Taxi Driver, he made toughness feel wounded, human, and real. He turned lived experience into masculine force. Now 86, his rough-edged realism still stands as a blueprint for crime drama. LeVar Burton. Intelligent warmth transformed into a rare kind of public trust. Thoughtful eyes, calm smile, articulate presence, and approachable intelligence. In Roots and Star Trek, The Next Generation, he made intelligence feel welcoming and humane. He turned education into charisma. Now 69, he remains visible on television, proving kindness and intellect can sustain lasting legacy. Anthony Hopkins. Intensity turned into high art, elegant, controlled, and faintly terrifying. Piercing stare, sculpted features, measured voice, and razor-sharp calm. In The Silence of the Lambs and The Remains of the Day, he made restraint feel dangerous. He turned stillness into domination. Now 88, his restless artistry still keeps him tied to major productions and prestige. Bernie Kopell. Silver Age charm carried with polish, timing, and a sly wink. Expressive eyes, neat silver look, urbane warmth, and crisp comic rhythm. In The Love Boat and Get Smart, he made maturity feel playful and inviting. He turned sophistication into comfort. Now 92, he still appears at reunions and fan events with familiar television warmth. Michael Douglas. Classic leading man looks given a modern edge, mixing polish with calculation and danger. Sharp suit energy, confident smile, patrician features, and cool intensity. In Wall Street and Fatal Attraction, He made ambition sexy and moral ambiguity magnetic. He turned sophistication into risk. Now 81, his influence still lives in every sleek, intelligent antihero. Eric Estrada. Bright smile swagger brought to late 70s television, making heroism feel playful and cool. Thick hair, full grin, friendly bravado, and easy energy. In Chips and later television work, he made uniformed authority feel approachable and fun. He turned pop charm into mass appeal. Now 77, he still carries the friendly aura that made Ponch unforgettable. Dennis Quaid. Restless all-American charm mixed with athletic energy and a weathered leading man grin. Signature smirk, rugged ease, lively confidence, and fast-moving charisma. In The Right Stuff and Inner Space, he made masculine appeal feel spontaneous and kinetic. He turned motion into magnetism. Now 71, his screen presence still carries the rough-edged warmth that made him distinctive. Roger Moore. Polished charm perfected, turning gentleman elegance into global screen glamour. Raised eyebrow, smooth voice, tailored poise, and easy sophistication. In Live and Let Die and The Spy Who Loved Me, he made refinement playful and adventure seductive. He turned suave masculinity into movie magic. He died at 89, but that tuxedo-ready glamour still defines classic style. Brian Cox. Quiet menace turned into prestige power, making authority feel cerebral and dangerous. Heavy brow, stern gaze, gravelly force, and commanding stillness. In Succession and Manhunter, he made dominance feel intelligent and deeply controlled. He turned restraint into threat. Now 79, he continues to work across stage and screen, proving age can sharpen command instead of softening it. Fabian Forte. The clean-cut teen idol who made early rock rebellion feel polished and safe. Babyface charm, glossy hair, soft smile, and pop star shine. In Hound Dog Man and North to Alaska, he gave youthful swagger a friendly edge. He turned rebellion into sweetness. Now 83, he remains a symbol of the studio-made heartthrob fantasy. Tom Selleck. Mustached television masculinity embodied pairing steady authority with laid-back American confidence. Tall frame, relaxed smile, dependable presence, and easy charm. In Magnum, P.I. and Blue Bloods, he made authority feel familiar and attractive. He turned trust into appeal. Now 81, his screen image still carries the dependable strength of a classic television gentleman. Michael Tucci. Bright comic energy brought to one of pop cinema's most beloved ensembles. Animated face, lively timing, upbeat swagger, and approachable charm. In Grease and The Heat, he made supporting presence feel memorable. He turned group chemistry into lasting affection. Now 79, he is still remembered for helping give Grease its unforgettable spark and personality. Sidney Poitier. Classic dignity carried with historic force, making grace itself feel revolutionary. Composed gaze, tall bearing, refined calm, and moral authority. In Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and In the Heat of the Night, he made restraint powerful and honor attractive. He turned intelligence into star power. He died at 94, and his legacy still radiates greatness. Barry Pearl. Easygoing sweetness from a youthful movie-era charmer. Boyish grin, soft features, friendly glow, and relaxed energy. In Grease and Grease Live, he made teen idol charm feel approachable and sunny. He turned lightness into appeal. Now 76, he remains warmly linked to Grease nostalgia, proof that gentle charisma can glow across generations. Danny Trejo. The ultimate hard survivor image, turning scars, grit, and raw presence into a brand of their own. Gravelly voice, scarred face, intimidating stare, and street-forged toughness. In Machete and Heat, he made menace feel authentic and recognizable. He turned survival into charisma. Now 81, he remains active on screen and in business. Walter Koenig. Youthful sci-fi intensity brought to television with a sharp, eager edge. Quick eyes, lean frame, alert energy, and bright tension. In Star Trek and Babylon 5, he made intelligence feel lively and futuristic, heroism feel human. He turned curiosity into charm. Now 89, he still meets fans in person, keeping that legacy visible at conventions. Viggo Mortensen. Rugged intelligence made noble, blending quiet force with a thoughtful, legendary aura. Steady eyes, sharp features, rugged elegance, and soulful stillness. In The Lord of the Rings and Eastern Promises, he made masculinity feel grounded, honorable, and deeply romantic. He turned inward strength into allure. Now 67, his screen presence still feels built for myth and memory. Jonathan Frakes. A square-jawed sci-fi heartthrob who evolved into one of genre television's steadiest creative forces. Tall frame, confident smile, commanding beard, and relaxed authority. In Star Trek, The Next Generation and First Contact, he made leadership feel warm and dependable. He turned steadiness into trust. Now 73, he still helps shape the franchise behind the camera. Malcolm McDowell. Dangerous charisma made unforgettable, turning provocation into an art form. Piercing eyes, sly smile, angular features, and unpredictable menace. In A Clockwork Orange and Caligula, he made transgression feel electric and seduction feel dangerous. He turned rebellion into theatre. Now 82, he still works steadily, proving his unsettling magnetism has lost none of its force. Franco Nero. Spaghetti Western cool made flesh, sharp, stoic, and internationally iconic. Piercing eyes, chiseled face, rugged elegance, and restrained intensity. In Django and Camelot, he made frontier danger feel stylish and mythic. He turned severity into allure. Now 84, he still works internationally, proving his screen presence has never fully left the spotlight. Jeff Goldblum. Eccentric intelligence turned into movie star magnetism, making oddness feel irresistibly cool. Expressive eyes, angular features, playful cadence, and offbeat elegance. In The Fly and Jurassic Park, he made intellect flirtatious and unpredictability attractive. He turned strangeness into charisma. Now 73, his singular rhythm and unmistakable style still make him one of Hollywood's originals. Christopher Lambert. Soulful mystery brought to fantasy stardom, making intensity feel romantic and untouchable. Deep-set eyes, husky presence, quiet mystery, and rugged allure. In Greystoke and Highlander, he made brooding silence attractive and otherworldly masculinity feel iconic. He turned stillness into fascination. Now 69, his screen aura still feels moody, distinctive, and unforgettable. Bruce Dern. Weathered new Hollywood intensity brought to the screen, making unease feel deeply human. Restless eyes, lined face, wiry edge, and raw presence. In Coming Home in Nebraska, he made fragility and volatility feel riveting. He turned age and damage into emotional truth. Now 89, he is still working, proving toughness can grow more haunting with time. Cliff Richard. Britain's clean-cut pop prince, blending rock and roll spirit with wholesome screen polish. Youthful smile, neat styling, bright eyes, and cheerful swagger. In The Young Ones and Summer Holiday, he made rebellion feel safe for the mainstream. He turned pop energy into charm. Now 85, he remains an enduring symbol of polished crossover stardom. Danny DeVito. Compact chaos turned into comic legend, making mischief feel instantly iconic. Raspy voice, animated face, fearless energy, and unforgettable presence. In Taxi and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, he made comedy anarchic and lovable. He turned unpredictability into delight. Now 81, he remains a loud pop culture presence with unmistakable charisma. Alan Oppenheimer. Dignified character actor authority, carried with theatrical intelligence and a signature voice. Expressive eyes, refined bearing, cerebral presence, and polished delivery. In The $6 Million Man and He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, he made authority memorable. He turned articulation into presence. Now 95, his long career still radiates unmistakable classic television charm. Hugh Keyes Barn. Villainy carved into myth, giving cult cinema one of its most unforgettable faces of menace. Fierce eyes, gaunt intensity, rough presence, and apocalyptic authority. In Mad Max and Fury Road, he made brutality feel theatrical and haunting. He turned screen evil into legend. He died at 73, but his shadow still looms over dystopian cinema. Mark Goddard. Square-jawed television heroism carried with discipline and calm authority. Clean-cut features, upright posture, strong voice, and dependable presence. In Lost in Space and The Detectives, he made screen heroism feel orderly and reassuring. He turned steadiness into appeal. He died at 87, and his path into teaching gave his story grounded dignity beyond fame. James Coburn. Razor-boned cool, the kind of laid-back toughness that could turn lethal fast. Lanky frame, sharp grin, dry swagger, and calm. In The Getaway and Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, he made slowness feel powerful. He turned understatement into threat. He died at 74, but his minimalist cool still echoes through tough guy cinema. Laurence Olivier. Classical male elegance at its highest, all patrician beauty and commanding theatrical force. Razor-sharp gaze, refined features, aristocratic presence, and a voice built for power. In Hamlet and Rebecca, he made refinement feel dangerous and formal beauty magnetic. He turned authority into art. He died at 82, but his image still defines supreme masculine sophistication. Kevin Costner. The classic American ideal, calm, upright, rugged, and quietly romantic. Expressive eyes, steady presence, clean masculinity, and Western gravity. In Dances with Wolves and Yellowstone, he made restraint feel powerful and decency feel masculine. He turned stillness into weight. Now 71, his screen image still carries the force of a modern frontier gentleman. Robert Redford. The ultimate golden boy. All sunlit beauty and effortless American grace. Warm eyes, blondies, gentle smile, and quiet confidence. In The Way We Were and The Sting, he made romantic decency feel irresistible. He turned softness into star power. He died at 89, and his glow still defines the classic American heartthrob. Ian McKellen. Classical prestige fused with fearless curiosity, making gravitas feel adventurous and alive. Sharp gaze, silver authority, refined delivery, and stage-forged presence. In The Lord of the Rings and X-Men, he made wisdom thrilling and command elegant. He turned intellect into spectacle. Now 86, he still embraces bold work, proving great presence never stops evolving. John Lithgow. Intellectual authority turned into screen magnetism, making eccentric brilliance feel commanding and alive. Tall frame, expressive face, cultured voice, and theatrical intelligence. In Third Rock from the Sun and Terms of Endearment, he made wit feel masculine and oddness feel elegant. Now 80, his prestige, versatility, and commanding presence still keep him firmly in the spotlight. Time changes every face, but true screen presence never fully fades. These men made style, strength, danger, and grace unforgettable. Tell us which legend stayed with you most. and come back for more timeless Hollywood icons.